yes! Yes, 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 the inspection point cap. Yes, yes, yes. You beauty.
Oh, look at this. Okay, so the kitchen sink was blocked, so I had to follow the vent, and I took out this brick paving, and it comes to this joint here. You search for the joint. Here it's not an actual T joint, it's more like a Y joint, and you see that pipe, smaller pipe there, or I don't know if it's smaller, but not going to dig all that up. That goes back to the kitchen, and here we have the inspection point. So if you see that's from the kitchen coming in here, and also for the vent from the roof, that pipe there, and this is the cap here. So you stick your high pressure jetter down here, and then you can clear the slugs. Okay, didn't have to remove too much of the brick paving, but it was a little bit hard. Had to use various types of things like axes and hose and stuff, but finally got it. So now I'm going to head down to the local hardware store and get one of these jetters that I can stick onto my Ryobi blaster and hopefully clear this blockage. I don't know if this thing is going to work, but we can give it a shot. So this is a 160 mil, what do you call it, a wrench, a rubber wrench. So I believe you stick it on like this. So I'm going to have to make that. This cap was tight as anything. I don't even know if it's going to work. But, if you don't try, you don't know. And to got a plumbers are hard to get these days. And they charge them like wounded bulls. Anyhow, let's see. I can't get a good leverage here. Try and turn that back a bit there. That's it. See that? Oh, blimey. That's not bad. All right, get this out. Just let it ooze out. Don't open it suddenly, otherwise it may just explode because it's under pressure. So just let that ooze out, and then I'll hook up the I forgot what they call it. It's a high pressure hose to the Ryobi high pressure water blaster cleaner. So I've got a gurney hose. They call it a jetter hose, 15 meter jetter hose. So I'll connect that up to my Ryobi, and then I'll whack it down here and see if we can get rid of the slug. I had a look for another what they call it, IO opening. They call it a inspection opening, but I couldn't find it. This is the closest one I could find to the kitchen, but the pipe runs parallel to the house here. It goes out to the side fence, but I don't know where it is. Out there, there's a pile. I started digging out there, but I couldn't find it. So hopefully this will clear it, and then I can find that inspection outlet or inspection opening a bit later. But the main thing is to get the sink unblocked. There's a slug somewhere in this line here. I initially put an auger down there, and it was only 6 meters long, so basically it would have got to here and maybe a couple of meters up there. But there's a bend up near that pile of sand over there. There's a bend somewhere up there, but I don't know exactly where. It may be on the paving side, or it may be on the outside patio area. Anyhow, I'll try and get this done first. Alright, okay. Eased off, so I'll open a bit more. Should be okay. So it is well and truly blocked, this pipe. So it didn't even drain down, so it was backed up to the sink. So this is not a good sign. But, I was hoping it would be a little bit emptier than that, and that that would indicate that the blockage isn't that bad. But this is built this is back pressure here too to the sink. No wonder I had trouble getting the cap off without that strap. Anyhow, next step is get the Ryobi water blaster cleaner unit out and hook it up to this jetter, this gurney 15-meter jetter, and see how we go. Okay. Alright, so now what we need to do is we release the pressure. So now you can plug it in. Plug it in.
I'll plug it in first.
Okay, look at this. After we took the cap off and left it a while on the back pressure, it brought all this sludge up. No wonder the sink is blocked. Look at this. Look at it. Look at that. So I've got to scoop this out before I do anything. So, you try this. Maybe I can get. Oh, look at that. Look at that, folks. That's all grease and sludge built over the years. Look at that. Oh. Look at that, folks. A bit smelly. There's probably more down the pipe there. That's just some that's come back. All right. I'm going to put this hose jetter down. Basically, it sprays forward and backwards. So as I'm putting it down there, it'll clean the pipe as it's going forward, and when I bring it out, it'll clean the pipe as I bring it out. So let's try and get this down here. Okay, so you wanna turn it on, Sam, slow.
All the way.
Not slowly, just. Okay, stop. Okay, I'll go until it doesn't go anymore.
I'm stuck then.
Okay, go. Big hunks coming out from the kitchen sink. Use the hook on the hammer.
One.
Just lift it about a foot up. That's it. Not
Right.
too high. Otherwise you can't
Right,
control it.
yeah.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, can I-
Wow.
Another one. Wow.
Ready? ขุดมันออก
ทำแล้วค่ะ
กุ๊กกิ๊ก
you just cut that.
Wow, wow, wow.
There's the lid.
Okay. Oh, wow. Wow, sao mà look.
Oh, this one open easily. Okay, ready?
Ừ.
Those rubber. Okay, it goes down on that hose. You may need to start feeding it in, but make sure you don't kink it. Okay, just twist. Okay. Sheet metal. This will probably have a right angle bend that runs down the side of the house there to the main drain line, which then goes to the sewer drain. But this seems to be buried under roots and plastic sheeting, which was then covered with bauxite, those round little pebbles. So we had to remove all that, then go through the sheeting. There's all tree roots here that you can see. So we don't know what we're going to find. Maybe the inspection point's under this tree. We have no idea. Okay. So that we can continue digging this hole, had to chop some of these tree roots because they were getting in the way. Yeah. So let's carry on and see if we can find this pipe and maybe the inspection point. We've had trouble finding the actual pipe itself, but let's see. We should be getting pretty close to it now. Just take some of the sand out. Hit something here. What's this? Hey, it seems to be curving. It looks as though it... Is this bit on it? What's that? Oh, here we go. Okay. So I'll move some of this here. This was pretty hard to find, and this loose soil, sandy soil, didn't make it easier. So just my advice is don't ever cover your inspection points before you sign a sale and purchase contract of a house, or even if you do, make sure that you can see all the inspection points, that they're all visible, because we had a block sink and look what we had to do. So we had to got to dig this way. So we had to unbury 2 inspection points that were under the brick paving, and this one, which is very close to this tree. Okay, so let's see how tight this is. We found it. It was basically where I thought it was. So we used the AI to, based upon the building codes at the time that this house was built, what the standard practice was. So we managed to find it. So let's see if I can actually open it by hand. I've got the tension tool to do it, the rubber strap. Let's see if I can just do it with my hands. Oh, this one was quite loose. I was able to turn it with my hands, which indicates a good thing, that there's not so much back pressure. Because if there was back pressure, I wouldn't be able to open it so easily. So that's a good sign. So let's just slowly open it and see what it looks like inside. Hopefully it won't overflow when I open this. Oh, it's pretty clear. There's a bit of sludge here, but it's drained. So that's good. Look at that, folks. It's put that back on. So that's pretty clear around there. So Nigel, you just want to turn the tap on, and I want to see if we get a decent flow going around here. Just turn the tap on full bore. Washing machine probably did it, because we used the washing machine and that had a bit of a pressure from the pump to discharge the water. It was blocked yesterday, but it may have been not so bad. It wasn't enough for the jetter to push it through because of the bend, but the washing machine with the pressure of the water may have just done it. So let's see. Does Mum turn the water on? You want to stop that for a minute? Tell Mum to turn the okay, well, we've just turned on the kitchen sink tap to see what's happening here, and even though it looks clear here, there doesn't seem to be really any water coming. So there may be a blockage a little bit back from here. Oh, it seems, oh, it's coming now. Oh, there's a flow now. Yeah, it's flowing now. Yeah, it's coming. All right. Yeah, but it's not very fast. Yeah, so I'll have a look at the other inspection point, see what's happening over there. Going to expect the pipe to be full. So we've got something here. So this is not so good here. There's some kind of a blockage going on here. So it looks as though it's still going. Okay, that's good there. That's going all right there. Maybe this has a bit sort of clear. Okay, so there's definitely a blockage. It's probably blocking this way, so I need to put the jetter going this way. So you can see from here, I've just checked the rest of the pipe work. We can see that the flow is not very good here, so it may be blocked in here going back this way. So I'm going to put the jetter back that way, and then I'll put it this way. So we'll have a little bit of a break and I'll come back and do that. But we've had good news with that. So we found 3 of these inspection points now. The next one we expect to be somewhere, I'll just step out roughly, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, maybe 14 or 15 metres, whereas the one at the back is up here somewhere, so it's going to be, that might be angled in, I don't know, but there would probably be an inspection point somewhere. We'd expect one to be somewhere around here, not too close to the house, about a metre out each side. So maybe somewhere here. We don't know if it's this side or on the brick paving side, but that may just have an angle that goes maybe 30 degree bend or something that goes out there, branch that goes to that box out the back here, this box here. And this one here is the main sewer. So that's very deep down there, and there, I think there's an easement, and it maybe goes through the back of this house and goes out to the road the other side. We thought that it might actually go the other way and go to the front of our house, but this is where the main drainage point is for the sewerage line. So it looks like we'll have at least for the kitchen sink maybe one around here. And because that length from here there is about 16 metres, it's more than the standard 15 metres that you can stick a jetter hose down. So there's probably one at around about 7 or 8 metres, so that you can get it from both sides. And we're expecting another one to be around maybe here somewhere. So about half the distance from the inspection point number 3 from the kitchen to the last one over there. But anyway, it looks as though if we clear this one here, we'll be able to use our sink without it blocking up, and then we'll just take our time to find out where these other inspection points are. But folks, my advice to you, when you go looking house hunting, make sure that these things are clearly labelled and visible. And if you have a kitchen on one side and a laundry bathroom set up on the other side, so you only have one wet area on one side of the house and one on the other side, the major one will be easy to clean even if you don't find the inspection points. But the one with the kitchen, it's a single line, so you're going to have heaps of inspection points. So make sure you can find those things, because if at every right angle, that's where it's going to block, and that's what we found so far. Every right angle that we have, there's a blockage. So that's it for the moment. I'm going to have a bit of a break and something to eat, and then I'll get back and I'll use the jetter, the gurney jetter with the Ryobi connecting pump to flush that right angle bend and see how we go. All right. Okay, I've set the jetter up, ready to clear this inspection opening. Look at this, folks. Look at that. Look at that. Where's that bucket? So put that in there. And let's see if there's anything else. Yeah, there's a little bit more here. Yeah, I can't get my arm down here very far because it's doing. That is years of grease just building up. The putting hot water down the drain, the sink is not really going to work for this distance because it's going to be cold by the time it gets to this point. So it's just maintaining good kitchen habits where you clean the grease and oil as much as possible off the plates. Don't put scraps in, don't put plates that have got scraps in the sink when you're washing it, and wipe the plates with a paper towel so that it's clean as possible before you actually wash it. So then you're basically just washing a little bit of surface grease off the plate, so you won't have to worry about doing all this nonsense here. So that looks as though it's pretty good. I'm just going to go back to the other. You want to open up the other entrance port there, son? The cap, and have a look and see if it's clear, if it's gone down, or if it's still pretty bad over there. Yeah, not the first one, the second one. Just take off the lid and let us know if it's clear, or is it banked up. If it's banked up, then I'll have to use this jetter for sure. Is it gone down? It's still pretty banked up, right? Okay, put the lid back on. I'm going to put this jetter down there.
เออ
มันน้อยลงน้อย
No.
ก้อนใหญ่มาก วางลงอย่างเช่นคุณก็เอามาเอาตรงนี้คอเลนติดก้อนใหญ่มากเนี่ยอันไหนแต่ละที่อยู่ไหนอ่ะก้อนใหญ่ๆอ่ะโอ้โอ้เหมือนก้อนหินเลยอ่ะโอ้ดูแหม
เด้ต้องจิ้มอีกสิ มันไม่เห็นสาย
มันโดนอะไรที่น้อย
เออ
You're gonna miss it because it's close to where it's gonna be coming out in a minute.
Okay. When you spray the jetter, you'll get crap like this on it. So every now and again you need to pull it out and clean this, otherwise you're not going to get the forward and backward spray to the maximum efficiency, and you won't be scouring the edge of the pipe with the water. So you need to just take this off, but be careful. If you use a brush, be careful because you might actually damage the wiring here. So just gotta, it's a fiddly job, but you need to do it, otherwise you'll be spending hours spraying it and it's not working. So we've hit a couple of nasty patches. They weren't actually, it went beyond the opening point because it had been blocked up for ages, so it just kept going further away from the inspection point. So it started at the right angle bend, but actually ended up going well past that and just making the diameter of the pipe smaller and smaller until there was no water flow at all. But we've managed to get the jetter out both ends. It's just a matter of now making the hole big enough so we still can, so that will drain off. The other side's pretty clear. The sink side's pretty clear. It's just this one here that's to this, from the second kitchen inspection outlet to the third one is not good. So I'll clear this and then I'll go back down the inspection outlet. Yeah, I can jump on. You might. Hose is here. It's gone round the corner. I'll just look back. The hose has actually gone round the corner. So I'm going to pull it out. maybe people have been cutting their hair and flushing it down the sink or shaving or something, because there's hair here, which just really makes this
Oh.
Jetta job a bit more time consuming, because you have to clean this stuff out all the time. What was it? That was what was causing the blockage. That is fat from food and oils, and look at it. Look at that. No wonder the sink was blocked. Look at that. Like rocks. Look at that. Yeah. I mean, there was another bucket, about half a bucket of this when we started, but this is the major stuff. Big lumps. The other stuff was a bit more smaller. But this is big rocks, hard stuff. There we go, folks. So that's how you clean your blocked sink. If you try the sink and it's not working and you want to save some money hiring a plumber, use the AI. Work out where your vents are for your pipelines and the layout of your house, whether it's on the sink is on the left side of your house or the right side. The side that has your ensuite toilets and your bathroom water, grey water, that will be the main line that goes to the sewerage pipe. And the single kitchen line on the other side of the house will have a lot of these inspection opening points. So we haven't found them all, but we found enough to be able to clear the blockage. So we've had a winner. It's taken us about 3 days of just doing a few hours a day because it was been really hot weather. But what we used was this Ryobi here, 2000 psi or 2030 psi. We used a bullet hose because that's very handy. It's very easy to connect and move around. It's not like a heavy garden hose. Easy. And we had to do an adapter because the bullet hose didn't have we didn't want to directly connect to this in case this broke, so we just had a little bit of hose there which we connected to that. And the gurney Jetta connects to this gut. If you buy this particular unit of Ryobi, you can buy this for about $47, the Jetta. Has a nozzle like this with a spring on it, and what happens is, this is dirty now as I mentioned, but when you use it, it's really good because of this spring head here, it sprays water forward to clear what's ahead, but as you pull it back, it cleans it as well. So it brings a lot of the crap back to the inspection point as well. So if you hit a hard wall, you can start drilling it with this, or water pressuring it with this to break it up, and then as you pull the hose back, it brings the rubbish back, and you can put it out and put it in a bucket. And when you work from both sides, you're actually making that slug smaller and smaller. So yeah, eventually you'll break through like what we did. It takes a bit of patience, and we're probably going to have a big water bill this time, but anyway, it's probably cheaper than getting a plumber to dig all this up and then, you know, and use the water anyway. We'd probably have maybe a bit less water bill because he's got a bigger hose or whatever that he can put down. But anyway, there you go, folks. All the equipment I could get locally. Bought all this stuff other than the bullet hose from Bunnings. So yeah, next time you have a blocked sink and you don't know where it's why it's still blocked when it seems to be cleared, check your inspection outlet. I'm doing some work on the garden, clearing all the rubbish out the back, as you can see. Chopping some trees down, so we've got some videos how to save money. Chop this tree down. It didn't hit the house or anything. Had 2 branches and this one here. So if you want to see how we did that, check out one of our other videos. Okay, that's all. You know, if you like the video, click like and subscribe. Bye for now.